How to assess an access of Butchness. I read this phrase in Alan Bennett's diary years ago and found it so unusual I've never forgotten it. Italics mine. December 8th. Trying to find someone a Meccano set for Christmas, I'm reminded of a couple, friends of Russell H., who had a son of 12 or so who they were worried might be growing up gay. However, they were greatly heartened when the boy said that what he wanted for Christmas was a Meccano set. Delighted by what they saw as an access of Butchness, they bought him the biggest set they could find. The free dictionary provides this fifth and final definition for the noun access. An outburst or onset, an access of rage. And dictionary.com this. An attack or onset as of a disease. My shorter OED lists 10 definitions of access of which: A. Sudden, coming on of illness. B. Specken ague fit, LME L19. And an outburst of anger or other emotion. In 4 decades of extensive reading in English, I have never come across access of until this reading. Given the definitions, whether outburst or onset, I think Bennett's use of it in context is brilliant. I'm curious to find other examples of this usage. Is it archaic? Precious? Fully contemporary? Is it more British, more American? Doing an internet search for access of does not lead to obvious examples. Typically you'll find access of subject to object. This has me thinking it must be used more in literary contexts. And if so, does anyone have any contemporary examples of its use?
I doubt this is anything other than a misspelling for excess of Butchness. It's a rare but perfectly normal usage. My Chambers dictionary gives one meaning of access as addition or accession, which probably gives a clue to the derivation. Dictionary.com has a quotation protesting against this unprecedented access of generosity. The very picture, as McEwan said, of a good man struggling with the adversity of overwhelming good fortune. Punch, or the London Chivalry, Volume 100, May 9, 1891, various. And it seems altogether more likely than a repeated misprint for delighted by an excess.
From OED. Access for. The action of coming towards, coming, approach, advance. Contrasted with recess. The parents saw the boys asking for a Meccano set for Christmas as evidence that he was moving towards butch/masculine behavior, and that their fears of him growing up gay were misplaced. Edit. I was vaguely aware of the usage before seeing this question, though to be honest I thought it was hopelessly archaic. Apparently not, although usage has rapidly declined over recent decades. It actually peaked around the 30s, so I guess all I can say is it's a bit dated/formal/literary. Edit 2. I'm now inclined to think Bennett is using the word with OED sense 11. Figure, an outburst, a sudden fit of anger or other passion. Modern, after fr atches. I suspect this modern usage may gain some traction by association with excess, and that in some cases this would be a better choice of word anyway.
From Jonathan Franzen's Freedom, 2011, Patty did her utmost to play this role, but finally, in an access of depression, she sat down. P. 183. Consonant with usage 1 in the shorter Oxford. NB, mind you, the copy I have of Freedom is the uncorrected first UK edition, which was pulped since it was not printed from the final proofs and includes hundreds of mistakes. So if ever this usage was likely to be a typo for X's, this would be the instance. But, of course, it is not.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.